Hello everybody, welcome to Railroads Online. Wait a minute, this is the wrong show. Hello everybody, welcome to Railroader and not Railroads Online. This is the second episode of the series, and I'm going to try out something different. I'm using like two separate audio tracks, which I'll have to find out how to... Well, actually no, I already know how to. Pretty crude, but it works. Anyhow, done that. So now I have a better audio control of my mic and the game audio, which is gonna be so great. That way you won't hear like a difference in the game audio whenever I have to turn myself down or censor myself using the editing software. But yeah. Anyhow, today's going to be a really simple job here. We got our locomotive, the old gal, which I have gone into the thing of getting mods, which allows me to have new whistles and be able to name locomotives, which is really fun. But yeah, what we're going to do now is set up a logging train, which I'm going to talk to you about, well, y'all, about, no, I don't want to go forward. You know, might as well take the passenger car along with us as well. Take it down to the yard, set it on a track. That's such. So it's not in the way on the main line over here whenever we do another service, and we can just simply grab the passenger car and caboose for a mainline trip with future building supplies. We are still on. I gotta look. Day 3. We're still on day 3. And the one thing we're missing is a real cream of the land type of service. And there is one that I have not done yet in this save, which is going to be very beneficial. And that's called the logging service, which I did talk about last episode about doing this episode. But yeah, here we got our log cars, which I think are 8. 10? Hold on, I may have miscounted. It's either 8 or 10, but we got these cars here just sitting along the siding, and these are like a really great moneymaker in Me1 save. We were messing in Railroads Online there. That earned us a lot of money. It really did. It was one of the main services that just gave us the money we needed to continue on with getting new equipment and heading to Bryson, which right now I'm actually reconsidering stuff. Because I have a slight dilemma. I can either go to Bryson. Now, the benefits of going to Bryson is, I'll put this up here, is I unlock Walker, which I think is some logging place. So that means more logs. The issue, however, is that when I do so, I'm wasting money to go over here when I could be putting it more towards a massive route here from Whittier to the other interchange. I could really miss out on like a money making thing, and I do want to look No. I don't know why it does it. Okay, we're gonna look at location. Milestones. Look at the milestones. Now, in process, we have the repair Ella track and bridge, which I think is the cheapest. But if I purchase the track, I think I should just focus on Bryson right now. Because the benefits of Bryson, we gain more businesses. We have just a larger yard to store more locomotives. We do get that Walker branch. And it does get us more money. Now, before you go talking about why not make an investment of 10,000 of like a lot of money to buy the new branch. First off, we're not in the state to really do so. We only have 2 locomotives. One I have neglected to fill with coal or water, I think. Which I don't know why I haven't gotten to doing it. Also, here's our 460. I've named it Western Empress. This should be it's a very suited name in my opinion. She's really an Empress of the West. Our number 2 here. If you know the basis of her locomotive. Actually, I think Actress would have been way better. But oh well, she's our largest locomotive and her fastest. Might as well call it the Empress. So I am going. Oh, I can't speak right now. I really can't. But anyhow, I will actually now devise with you my plan. My plan of action for today's operations. You see this wonderful train here? This wonderful log cars. We're going to take this up Canelli Creek. Actually, hold on. I should probably be back there. Yeah. Stop this here. You know what? Why don't we ride in the cab talking about this? Apply the brakes. I am a really great engineer. I've already little mistake, but hey, I hope the mistakes don't get worse. Anyhow, so what we're gonna do? There's either 8 or 10 cars there. I may have miscounted to get 10, but I believe there's 8. Actually, hold on. No, I can check my rolling stock list because it's in there. No. What? Is it not in there? Okay, well. We'll find out later. I know. I'm looking at the money here. Oh, we got that 110, right? We got that 110. That's wonderful. 110, I want to keep that up. At least 100, a rating of 100, because I want that money to roll in. I want to make sure that I'm getting a lot of money for the services. And we're getting every single deal I can. I just turned on the air brakes. Not mean to do that. Every single thing I can. I want to be The railroad man. Yes. I really wish I could just walk out the cab door here, just go on the running board. He's so nice. Let's see. I'm gonna quickly count these because this is gonna decide what I'm doing. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there is 8. Now, a plan I've devised, mainly because I've done locking runs on B1 save, is that I am going to split this up into groups of 4 cars. Split this into groups of 2, 4 cars each. One. Okay, I don't know. So one that will go up to Canelli Creek 1, and then one that will go up to Canelli Creek 2. I could use Canelli Creek 3, but here's the thing. That just takes too much time. And I don't want to have to do that, because you have to switch back down onto it, and then, you're switching around, and that's so annoying. So I'm not doing that. Now, roads 2. So we're gonna just cycle this for a couple. So every single other car here will have the same thing. They'll go to Canelli Creek L2, which is above, but I don't want that. So what I'm gonna quickly do here, this one is for time. I'll uncouple this, and I'm still selecting that car there. Change this to L1. And now the destination is Canelli Creek L1. This is absolutely great. And so now I got these 2 groups, which we are obviously now going to take to our brand new venture, our new money-making game, of which I will get back to. I should talk about that too soon. That is way too soon to mention a time skip. And when I was recording the video today, actually before I was recording the video today, I just got home from going to my school, my wonderful school full of wonderful people. Totally a wonderful school. And, I'm just driving back. Or about to drive back, actually. I was looking down to see, look at YouTube, see music. Here's some music I could listen to whilst driving home. And there was an announcement, a devlog from a game I was really interested in, which I want to make a video on in the future. And that is a development log from one of the most intriguing games to me, Century of Steam, because there's so much going into Century of Steam. It looks like the quality of a AAA studio, whatever it is, whatever the big companies are. It looks like that, and it's just the quality of the locomotives. I've seen the amount of customization it puts. Well, definitely this game to shame, but especially Railroads Online. It's just wow. I really when it comes to Railroads Online, I really wish I could customize more. Have logos for the railroad and such. Maybe change the font colors, because right now it's so much stuck. You only get one font color, and also it's really weird. I really hate the font coloring thing on the current Railroads Online stuff with how it works. Oh, I just overshot that. But yeah, like one of my, like it's really like the color sync that just goes into it. Railroads Online. It's just like, it really annoys me, especially that caboose. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you've never owned Railroads Online, there is the bobber, and there's also the Wacom. Those have a variety of colors. But I'm going to use the bobber caboose as an example. Now it has this like pale orangish yellow color. It's really nice, and it has a mix, and it has that nice mix of like a brownish red. However, when you put custom text on there, like, you know, the number of the car, your railroad, it's white. And there's also one thing I forgot to mention about the paint scheme, is that there's the letters caboose in brownish red, and it's so annoying. It's like, oh my gosh, why are you like this? Like, it's, I think it sucks. I mean, Railroads Online could do it, like, where the color of the text fits with the paint scheme. And, you know, it looks so great. I mean, and it's also the same case for the Waycar as well. Waycar, the text lettering is red. It looks, and that red text lettering looks really great with the yellow one. But then you have the dark brown, and especially that red one, where the text doesn't look as great. And because, you know, it's red on red. It's just like, it bugs me. And that's why when I ever use a Waycar, I only use the yellow one, unless it's like MOW equipment. That's where I let it slide. And I really wish Railroads would do that. However, Century Steam seems to have just the idea of, oh, this is going to look bad if it's this certain color. Let's give the people the option to change it and switch it in. I'm so glad it looks like they're allowing us to do that, and also a whole lot more custom colors and stuff. Custom colors, different fonts. Like, you could have a Virginian trucking coach, a locomotive, and you give it the white pass speed limit. That's awesome. Like, I want to have the most ornate locomotive with the white pass paint scheme. No, with the white pass font. Corrected myself there. Let's go. But yeah, it makes me happy. It raises my dopamine to know that we can do that. And not to mention, we get to upload our own decals to the game. So let's say I make a wonderful logo for my railroad. In fact, I've made a logo for this railroad here. You'll see it in the intros. Arguably, it was my attempt at making a logo for my little company here. I tried to make one, I believe, when I originally recorded, but it looked crap. It had the same idea of that Canadian National style rectangle or box. I don't know if a Canadian National is just like a box or a rectangle, where it's slanted at an angle. Actually, I don't even think mine's slanted at an angle. It's just a diamond at this point, but oh well. I did that, and I really love it, and it pains me that I can't put it on my equipment, because I would absolutely love to put the logo on the tender here. Something like the Denver and Rio Grande, where they put like the logo right there, on the top left corner of the tender, or the top right, depending on where you're looking at it from. I just love to do that, because it's one of the best ways to put the logo on there. And it makes the railroad feel more real, more customizable. But right now, we're stuck with what we got. And that is mods that allow us to have custom text and custom colors. So hey, it works right now. Also, custom whistle. That is the Baldwin 3 chime, which, if I remember, is not featured in the base game. So that's pretty cool. It's a really nice whistle that I think really fits the locomotive. I originally had, what I think is Virginia Truckee, although it's just called VT. Probably could have something to do with Vermont. But you know, it originally just had that on top. Like, originally had that. And one of my main issues with the whistle is it just, I think one chimes I really like. I really like one chime. It's just the VT1 chime it gives me a headache. And so I decided that, you know, just switch it out with something else that feels like it would be on an old locomotive. Old gal. And that wouldn't give me a headache. Luckily, this is it, and I think it fits way better. It's a beautiful whistle. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Top tier. Falling off. Also, it's nice looking at just the fact that we get to see more sneak peeks of a map that's going to be coming in the game, which looks really incredible. It's like that snowy mountain. I think it's like the Donner Pass area. I forgot what mountain you call it. That mountain range over there. I live in the West Coast. I've gone through those mountains on my way to Disneyland, but I've completely forgot the name of them. But the one thing I know about it, those mountains is Donner Pass. The pass where a railroad went through, and the pass where the Donner family or Donner Party decided to not have a great time and die of starvation, and some of them get cannibalized. So that's fun. Anyway, I believe we're approaching the line here, because there's a switch up here, which I want to switch us on to. Then here is the track right there. We're already lined. This is awesome. This is epic. Maybe I should slow down. I'll let this roll in here. Once it gets to the top, let it roll in, set the air brakes, ensure that every car's in there, and then we'll just leave these behind and head out. I wonder. I'm trying to remember. I think Century of Steam. That's behind that wonderful game. I think they talked about it, that locomotive, like you could customize the bells, which is going to be a fun thing if that's the case. Because when it comes to a bell in a train game, you know, like it's very annoying to hear the same, like the sound of the same bell. Like a bell is an iconic thing you can hear, like when it comes to a train. You know, you always hear that. You know, but it is just annoying here. Oh, okay, we're gonna do a bit of fixing here. We're gonna cycle that. This is meant for. And now, yeah, there. wasn't heard. Audio from beyond the door. Now we got these cars delivered. We'll have to come back to them later. There we go. We already got one first log. This is going to be a really great business to work on because it just gets you a lot of money. And I think one of my goals is to get 2 more skeleton cars because the track up the siding ahead that can fit, I think, 2 more cars, 2 or 3 more. Now we're en route back up. Log cars there, loaded with one log so far, which actually is very interesting. Because no, it's not 1 log. It's 0.2. The log is just phasing into reality. 3 logs at a time. Where was that? Oh yeah, I was on that Donner Pass map. So that map, the way it's looking, it's really beautiful, and I think we may have seen it before in some of the trailers in game. Yeah, it looks really beautiful. And just like the nature and stuff, the amount of detail that's going into it, apparently, you know, the trees are going to be accurate to the region as possible. That's cool. I mean, hey, it's not like the attention that normal gamers will have. Like, most normal gamers are going to probably be like, haha, train go boom, me make money. Like me. Although I do like to have a bit of my own railroad history in it, but the fact that, you know, it's going to the extent of making the area that the map's based in as accurate as possible is really awesome. This is like, this is real stuff that, you know, gaming companies should strive for. Like, the only other gaming company that I can think of that could do this would be Rockstar. You know, the developers at Rockstar, they really do make some great games. Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite because that's the one I've had most time with, even though you know, I shouldn't be playing it. It's 18 plus. Is it mature? I don't remember. I really don't remember. But it's just like the detail that I've seen go into that game. It's awesome, and the fact that as much detail is being put into Century Steam is just exciting. And, you know, who knows? Maybe there's more detail. This is a game that really is awesome, and apparently could be used as a bit of education as well. Like, and you know, when I look at the stuff here, I like, you know, what's in game, I learned some interesting fun facts. Such as the Denver and Rio Grande Western in Utah. I think it's the Utah brand. Their C70s had like a red bottom. It's something you'd see on those German locomotives. Yeah. And it's like, that was awesome to find out. Like, oh, that is neat. That is really neat. But speaking of Century of Steam, I did mention another game when I was talking about customizability, and that's Railroads Online. Recently as well, there was a little development, I guess you could say like a little development update. It showed a new map, Alaskan-based map, and a new industry, and announcement of new rolling stock, locomotive, and a new industry. That gold industry, which that is awesome. That the map that introduces a gold industry is Alaska, because now we can have for those who love White Pass, like the White Pass in Yukon, they can finally live their White Pass in Yukon dreams in an Alaskan-based map, which I've seen photos of it. It's really cool. Definitely for the people who love winter maps, who want to use their snowplows. I'm really curious how it works. Because one of the things I do hope about the map is that it's more interactive compared to, the other maps. Which I will note, one of the main issues about Railroads Online is ain't much to do when it comes to... Well, no, actually. When it comes to Railroads Online, weather doesn't really affect how the railroads operate. They're more of like a seasonal stuff. There's something about it that pains me a bit. Because I would absolutely love to just see snow on a map, like from time to time, and it won't have to depend on whether or not the developers are like, we will add snow to Pine Valley map for funny. Like, I don't want to have to, hope that they'll do that so I can bring out my snowplow. I want to have it so that, there's snow from time to time in game and maybe other seasons. Like, that would absolutely be fun. Not to mention, snowplows in game, well, in Railroads Online, they don't really have a use besides, like, if you want to do a little photo op. Which, I mean, hey, it's fun, but... They serve no purpose than making trains faster, apparently, and I don't know how that works. How does a snowplow make a train go faster? It confuses me. Actually, hold on. Oh, look. I already finished my passenger service today, which I think is good. We don't got any other goods to transfer. And then, is there... Goods up here, Noah. No. We already delivered those back. Right now, there are practically nothing to do, so I'm just going to send the locomotive back up the line. Because then when I come back, when we come back later, I can just grab the car, send it down. But let's get back on to what we were talking about last time. Yeah, snowplows. What's going on with that? Like, why? How does it go? How does it make a thing go very fast? How does that work? I guess the snowplows are very aerodynamic. Yeah, it's designed like a bullet train. It moves the air out of the way. But yeah, I've looked at like some of the photos of the new map. It looks absolutely great. I may pop up some photos. I actually should do that. Like when I talk about this stuff, I should pop up some photos so you aren't just looking at me running around in a game. I've looked at photos of the new map. It looks really gorgeous. It's probably the best map. And the one thing that's cool about it is that it has the Northern Lights. Northern Lights. That's awesome. That's really awesome. It's something that's unique to that map. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna sleep. No, not sleep. Let's wait some hours. I waited 1 hour and it just... They all filled. And I was expecting to wait more hours for all these to fill. But I guess not. This could actually be a really... I could make $2,000. I could make more than $2,000. Quite possibly in one day, but I think it's like the unloading that's the main issue when it comes to this, because like unloading takes forever. I think I'll look at it though. Let's use that great boom. That was wonderful. Now we gotta go down, and actually we're gonna ride this cab first. We're gonna be the engineer. This is a very great point of view. I can see stuff ahead. But we're gonna let this just roll down. King of the road. Getting back on track again. You know, just the map, you know, it's just that mountain range and stuff. I don't know if it's going to be a good map, because the previous new map, Lake Valley, that I think has received mixed attention. It's a nice map because, you know, it brings... It's something fresh where people can return to the game. They can go like, how do I conquer the terrain here? But one of the main issues I've heard is it's just like, it's not as good. I'm trying to remember. One of the main issues I think my friends have with it is the map. Like how the desert is put in the map, it just feels weird. It feels off. It feels wrong. Like it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like it would exist, which I completely agree with. How a desert exists? Oh, I am going. No! Do not go there. Going back on track. Number 4, hopefully. I hope it's number 4. I'm gonna put count. And we need to go back on track after this one. Like, how the desert's put in game, it feels like it was an afterthought. Because I know that Lake Valley, I've, looked at posts and stuff. Apparently Lake Valley was originally just going to be a desert-only map. In fact, it was going to be a freaking, canyon. A canyon. That would have been so awesome to have a canyon railroad. And I think that's, like, a really missed opportunity there. But I think the way that they went about it was also pretty good as well. Because, yeah, it's, it's fun to have just like a complete canyon map. But I think when they were looking at this, they didn't want to suffer the same thing like Pine Valley. And that is Pine Valley. That is just, it's the same thing. Don't get me wrong. The map probably would look great. I mean, if you want to take, for example, New Alaska map, that is all just Alaska. I mean, there's obviously differences in between here and there, but when you look at it, it is practically just the same thing all over. Actually, think about this real quick. Okay, the Alaskan map, that is... Now, I can't even say anything about the Alaskan map to defend my point. We use the Alaskan map to defend my point here. It's, there's different spots. It's like the terrain changes. It's more unique, and it doesn't... I don't know. I'll have to look at it. Maybe it does. I don't think it uses the same tree, which... That's actually the one thing I'll talk about when it comes to the Pine Valley map. The reason why the Pine Valley map isn't, as good as the other map. Actually, reason why the Pine Valley map is not as appeasing. Oh, I have really gotten off topic. Hold on, I'm talking about Grand Canyon map. Canyon map. Okay, I'm getting back on track here. But I think the reason why... Actually, I'll just skip to this, because... Yeah, this is where I'm at now. Recording while editing the video. It's not going to be as confusing. You're not going to hear me ramble. Unless I decide to keep it in. Because then maybe it's an insight to my mind. Anyhow. Now, the reason as to why I think they didn't go with, you know, just a canyon map is possibly because of the Pine Valley dilemma. I think, you know, they were looking at the idea of the Grand Canyon, like a canyon map. They were going like, oh, maybe this will suffer the same issue as Pine Valley, where one of the main issues is just like the aesthetics. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely a mixed amount of terrain. You have a flat section. And then you have these nice mountainous regions that, you know, you can run your trains through. But one of the main issues is just, it's the same tree all over again. Like, everywhere. It's the same frickin' tree. There's not a lot of differences. I don't... It's the same one. And that's one issue about it. And that's why I'm probably going to use the Lake Valley map. And I think they didn't want to suffer with that when it came to making a canyon map. So they were like, okay, well, we'll just design it. We'll place more terrain in there, make stuff different or different. And I'm glad they did. And the desert's just probably a remnant of that canyon idea that's still there. It's a shame that we'll never get the canyon version of the map. Unless it somehow leaks. And some madman decides to find out a way to put that map in game and make it work. They might. Who knows? Maybe it's just in the game somewhere. Locked away, like the tunnels. Because I remember that you could actually place down tunnels in Railroads Online if you did some stuff, codes and stuffing, and you could access the tunnels which were originally going to be put in game. Don't know if they still are thinking of putting the tunnels in game, but seeing as from what I've heard they removed it from the game files, I am pretty sure it is never coming to the game, or at least not coming to the game as originally intended. That's interesting. So yeah, Lake Valley map, interesting. Complaints here and there. But I like that map. It's just different all around. If you want a high mountainous area that feels like you're climbing against a mountain, you can definitely have that. I think we should actually discuss more about the Railroads Online thing, because there's one thing I was going to talk about, and that is the possible stuff that was coming in this new update that hasn't been shown yet. I'm going to first start off with the new industry. I've seen some speculation, and in fact, it might be it. It probably is it, because, you know, you see it in one of the screenshots of the new update, but it is a dredger. A gold dredger is one of the industry locations that you can build to. I'll put up the screenshot. Maybe I'll make it, you know, conspiracy theorist-like. Put on my silver hat and say, they're trying to keep the gold dredger a secret to us. Well, it's a secret for us. The dredger was built by the aliens. You know, maybe that. But yeah, there's a possibility that it's a gold dredger. Probably is, because the only gold dredger that I know of exists in Alaska. Actually, no, I don't think it exists in Alaska. I think it exists in Oregon, because I'll have to look at it. But, you know, it's a very interesting thing. It's going to be the first, I guess you can call, ship in game. Which I know that I've seen some people in game really just messing around with the, like, building ports and stuff. So, hey, now they got an industry at a port they can work with. Like an actual boat. Maybe they won't. No, they might have an actual boat to put in their ports at, you know, Lake Valley. And, of course, they already have at Lake Valley. And, you know, gives it more of a purpose than what there currently is. Because I'm pretty sure any port that's built in game, it just has the freight depot and that's about it. Everything else is just there for aesthetics. We'll really have to see how it's done. Maybe it will done, maybe like get to the point where, you know, you don't really have to modify your docks if you already built them in game. Then the next thing is a new locomotive. Ooh, this is really epic. We finally get a new locomotive. New locomotive of the new year. Coming in February. That's next month. It's like some weeks away. Probably it will come up like mid-month. But once we get that new locomotive, it's going to be nice. Now, unfortunately, we do not know what the locomotive is. We don't have any pictures of what the new rolling stock is. I can only hope to see what the new rolling stock might look like. Who knows? Maybe it'll be just like new passenger cars, new caboose, new gondolas, or something. You know, we really don't know. But I've seen some speculations thrown around here. Probably more of a meme. With a Class A climax. It could be a Shay. No, I think it's a Class A Shay. I'm gonna have to look at it. But it's a Class A something. It's one of the geared locomotives. I think it's a Class A Shay. However, also, we finally delivered this. This is epic. This is awesome. We're gonna get money. Money, money, money. Let's back this up in there. I've seen speculations around that it may be a Class A Shay or Climax. I'm just gonna say Class A. I'll just say Class A. A Class A locomotive. It may be that. Although I do think it's more of a meme thrown around. Because there's one person that really wants the Class A locomotive in-game. Which, I mean, and I think it's a Shay, because the current Shay in-game is utter crap. From what I've heard. And I think it is a little crap. You don't really get much benefits from it. And, you know, having a new Shay in-game... gonna be awesome. I hope it's not screwed over like, you know, if it is a Shay, I hope it's not screwed over like the other locomotive. Now, another thing, I think I said this already, but the new locomotive is something that would be able to, you know, run in, well, tame the Alaskan wilderness, which, you know, it says, I'm probably going to quote this horribly because I'm going to quote myself here, but a locomotive that could tame the Alaskan landscape. And there's like, not really, like, I'm trying to think about what it would be, because there's two options. It's a locomotive from the Alaskan Railway when it was 3-foot gauge, or the White Pass in Yukon, which is going to be really interesting. I hope it's going to, ooh, that would be fun. I'm going to put my theory here. It's going to be the White Pass in Yukon 460. Mainly because I'm from Utah, and the certain 460 I'm talking about was originally from Utah. It's a 460. So it'd be a brand new wheel arrangement, because the main goal of the developers right now, when it comes to new locomotives, is introducing new wheel arrangements. And one wheel arrangement we've been really missing is the 460. We have the 440. We have the 260. We got the 280, but we don't got no 460s. It's really sad. So I hope we get that in, because if we do, I'm gonna go for one of those. I want to have a 460 like this one here. Although probably with a better coal and water capacity. Actually, no, hold on. Let's get to it, because the filling up the train. As we speak, why put my locomotive into the shops when I could be getting my other locomotive out? Because this is at 100%. This is awesome! It's probably going to be from one of those railroads. And I do hope that the new locomotive won't be a small one. I don't want it to be like another porter. We already have 2 porters in game, which are practically the same. And the only Alaskan Railway 3-foot gauge locomotive that I can think of still existing is an 040 porter. But yeah, probably not going to be the case. Hopefully not. And actually, my guess that the new locomotive may be a 460 might and probably will be wrong, because I'm not a developer. I don't know what's going on through their heads, and it's not really been shown yet. I mean, I could really look into more about the Alaskan railroads and such. You know, maybe there's another 460 to work on it. Not the specific one that I know of that originated from the Utah Northern. I should say now that the locomotive I'm talking about is White Pass in Yukon 53. I believe it's numbered 53. But it's one of the Utah locomotives that I know of originally built for Utah that still exists. So it's a locomotive that has my state pride in it. You know, I'm going to be a little more patriotic to it. Patriotic. Patriotic? Yeah, I did know for sure. Okay, maybe I'm not. Okay, I'm definitely. There we go. Yes, I got it filled in there. Who knows, mate? Because locomotive number 53 was originally built for the Utah Northern. I could be completely wrong, but Utah Northern, small 3-foot gauge railroad in Utah. And, you know, it's really cool to see that it's one of the only locomotives from Utah that still exists. I mean, there's other steam locomotives that operate, served in Utah, but it's really one of the only 3-foot gauge ones that isn't Denver and New York brand. I hope it's that, because once that locomotive's in game, I'm gonna name it something that has to do with Utah, possibly. But that depends on if I could be at the point to get it. I should work on my Railroads Online save before the update. And hopefully this time I get an update video out. Because one of the things I really want to do is just get like an update video out for when there's new updates and such. Give my opinions on it. Talk about it. Just show stuff. Which could be very well easy to do. But I haven't really done that. There's already people in the community who do update videos. One guy... Crap, I forgot his name. But he's like one of the go-to Railroads Online YouTubers. He makes update... Whenever there's an update in game that brings new stuff, or when there's like an update, like just a minor update that fixes stuff, he comes in, makes a video about it. Very simple. He just goes in, records, and that's about it. Not a lot of editing. He just puts in the titles and end titles. Very simple. It's something I could do, but I never do it because... But yeah, I might try to get to doing it, because it would absolutely be fun to make my own update video on Railroads Online. Give my own opinions. And I want to see what I can do, because one of the things I really want to do, if I do make an update video, is to showcase the map. Because recently, Railroads Online, they gave you the option to, have an FOV thingy here. The FOV. Although, my main issue about that is you have to go in settings. So every time you just want to, like, change your thing to, I don't know, 70 or 1. You have to go to settings and change it. I think that's annoying. I really like how Railroads Online set it up, where you do this. This is nice. Because then I can have all this cool stuff here. But I think maybe the reason they did that is just for photographers. No one in the average gameplay is just gonna like use that to their advantage. Unless they play Railroader and are just playing Railroads Online for the first time. They're like, why is there no FOV? Anyhow, we got coal and we got water. We're going to get this thing steaming up. This is going to be the first time this locomotive steams up on the railroad. And what we're going to do it, why we're going to steam it up? We're just going to put it in the shops. But yeah, this is going to be our first testing. That was the rope. I need to stop. Proper signal this time. And there we go. This is the first time the locomotive is running and we're banking it in the shops. We finally have a stronger locomotive if we ever need to do heavy stuff. This is the fast freight. Although one of the main issues is the coal capacity. Like, oh, that is so little coal. How does the 260 have more? You have 5 tons of coal. Who knows? Maybe the water's disadvantages. Yeah, we finally have this now. Running, because we actually took time to take care of it. And this is going to be great. Just overshot. probably use this the next episode because we are nearing the end of episode 2. So, voodaloo. We're going to bring the locomotives into the shop and we're going to skip to the morning. We're going to look at our amazing money. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to have so much money. I'm going to be so rich. Switch that. There we go. Alright, so we're now in the morning here. It's in the wonderful morning. Soon we'll have some interchange stock come in, but we're now going to go up here and we're going to look at this. 1,320. Holy crap, 15 cars. Oh, goodness gracious. I can only guess where those 15 cars are from. I'll have to look. Yeah, we paid 15 wages for 1 shop worker. We might go to 2. But we're not in the need of 2 shop workers because our locomotives are doing pretty good. All the equipment. The 1,320. That is a gold. And now because I have 2 locomotives, I'm going to plan on doing something with AI in the 2nd episode. 3rd episode. Not 2nd. I'm going to start messing around with AI because that will allow me to do more stuff. Now, I'm going to look here. This is Ella Bridgeside. So Ella Bridgeside, Senzel MV. Oh, and the Whittier Sawmill. We finally get stuff for Whittier. Oh, and then we have to transport some... I think... Let's end off by standing here. So epic, so cool. And this... Oh, this is not where I want to be. I'm going to go here. But yeah, we're going to end off today's episode. It's been a rather fun journey of going up the logging line, talking about something. You know, talking about Century Steam, railroads online. It's fun doing that. And now we have a new locomotive in, and an extra $1,320 in our pockets to spend. Probably on the bridge construction side. But hopefully, once we get into Bryson, we'll expand our business and get a new locomotive, which I'm thinking about it still. It could very well be a switcher, because there's the S23, a small switcher, ain't bad, and it's one of like the earlier locomotives you can get. Or I can get a Connie, the C25. But we will have to see in the next episode of this series. And I hope to see you all watching again. Have a great day or good night. And please leave a like, comment below, and subscribe, because that really does help out. Caduce. Is that would they be a rank